Okay. Welcome to welcome to week 3 of Zero to Hero.
What's up?
We got a bunch of cool stuff, so let's get started. So this is Tafokins from MeleeItOnMe, and this is Atrioc, the lovable Brandon Ewing from
What
Twitch.
is upstream?
And just to recap what Zero to Hero is about, we are training Atrioc, the quote-unquote zero, but not really. Atrioc, raise your hand.
What's up?
Okay.
Up to zero.
And we're going to see how much dedicated training and an attitude of just self-improvement can really go in a 12-week span. So normally when you see a stream that helps people, they normally just help out with one video, and then they leave the person to hang out and dry, and we don't see any follow-up, and we don't see any accountability. And
Tafo putting every other coach on blast.
yeah, well, with the exception of Nakat, who does a lot of great work for Smash 4, have to give him a shout out.
Right.
Because I stole this from Sky essentially without knowing that I stole this from Sky. So we're on week 3, and every week we've been going over a new concept every week just to give a general broad sense of skill sets that are required to play Melee. This isn't to say that you will learn everything through it, because it's a very deep game, but hopefully we could break down a lot of the fundamentals. So how are you doing, Atrioc?
Doing pretty good. I've been trying to put some of this to work, and I'm seeing some progress, slowly but surely. It's a tough game.
It is.
But you grind away at it, and you start to see, and it feels really satisfying when you get something that you couldn't get before, is what I'll say.
And you know what's crazy? As I'm making these lesson plans for these weekly streams, I'm actually learning a lot myself. I actually felt like I hit a breakthrough too last week when I played Mike. Mike Hayes from SoCal.
Oh yeah, how'd that go? He's pretty good. He's on the come up as well.
Yeah, he's training really hard. Literally in SoCal, there's a tournament once every week, or like once every day.
Every day?
Like almost every day of the week, there's a tournament. And in like 1 week, I think Mike won 4 tournaments.
That's amazing. Yeah, I've heard he's getting so good lately. He's been really, really grinding. So I want to get to that Mike Hayes level. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, let's recap last week. What did you learn, and what do you want to share?
What was my homework last week? I want to see. What did I practice?
I think it was just to get a lot of time in and understand kind of more of the footsies, because that's what we're going to talk about this week.
Right. Okay, so this week, I can tell you what I've been thinking about a lot is just stage control. So, I played a ton of friendlies this week, except for less this weekend than I normally do, but a lot of friendlies, and I was always thinking, like, where am I in relation to the center of the stage? And, like, why am I not there? Is there a reason, or am I just, like, running to this edge for no reason? Am I giving up stage space? So I've been a lot more cognizant about grabbing it. One thing Blur told me when he was watching my games today is that I still give it up too easy though.
Yeah.
Like I'll take it when I can get it, but when someone pressures me for it, I still run away too easy. I don't fight for it. So that's one thing I want to like work towards in the future. But like the fact that I'm even attempting to grab it is a big breakthrough for me, and I get like more. I just end up in nice, more favorable positions than I normally do, than I did before. So that's cool. Like without even trying, just the fact that I'm in the right spot is giving me more options, so I like that a lot.
Yeah, it makes your decisions a lot easier too, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. It makes it easier.
So very cool. So that's what we did last week. Today we'll talk about more aspects of the punish neutral game. In particular, we're going to talk about Marth this week.
Okay.
And I feel that Marth really tests the idea of effective range. We talked about that last week. We'll review it. And the idea that dash dancing footsies and controlling the ground game is actually one of the most important things that you have to learn against Marth. And so Marth tests your ability to control footsies and your spacing game, your ability to zone, and it really tests your ability to punish off the grab, especially as Sheik, because if you can't do that, you're not winning. Everything revolves on...
I'm actually super interested in this, especially that third one, because I feel like my ability to punish off the grab is getting there with Spaceys, but is not very good against Marth and other like floatier characters. So I think this will be like an eye-opening thing for me. I'm interested.
All right. So In dash dancing, it's a tug of war. So you have three key variables. You have the percentage that you want to potentially rack on. So this is like kind of one of our end goals, and it's mainly just like finding a hit. The
Yeah.
two other variables are stage control and momentum. And so I just want to explain just what momentum means. The best analogy I can give is like keeping your dribble in basketball. Um, so with momentum, like you're moving back and forth. What I mean by momentum is like keeping your dribble, like keeping your dashing alive without going
Right.
stationary. So
Yeah. Just always be doing something.
yeah, because when you lose your dribble, your options become limited. Does that make sense? Like in basketball?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
absolutely in basketball,
yeah,
but I'm seeing in melee as well.
yeah. Um, and so we have three aspects. This is really simplifying it. In a dash dance, you have the dash forward. You have it as seen in the top left. Um, do I have zoom it on? I might have not put it on. I'm really upset with myself.
Put what on?
Zoom it. This tool. Okay, there we go.
I was.
So
Yeah, I
we
got
have
you.
position one where, you know, this is the dash in.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, who am I
um,
looking at? The Marth
the
or the
Marth. Well,
Fox?
we're looking at the
Okay.
Marth. And
Okay.
number two is the dash away.
Okay.
And then number three is where you kind of lose your dribble. Or like,
Okay.
not necessarily just losing your dribble. It could also be like pivoting and turning around. There is some time that you take in turning around that is kind of punishable.
Right, that one frame or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the three aspects of the dash dance. And so, as we want to recap with center stage, this is one of our target goals that we've mentioned already. And center stage is generally always better unless you're
Yeah.
mutaking and you can leverage the edge, but it gives you a buffer just in case you get hit. Um,
Love me too.
so mutaking's pretty good. So if you look at this
He's the
example,
best.
he's
Okay.
amazing. But even if so, like look at that picture there. So
Hmm?
Hungrybox has a grab on Shroomed, and even
Yeah.
though Shroomed is at 70%, this grab is actually zero. Has zero threat on Shroomed. Because if you look at like kind of where he is on the stage, it's not going to get him off stage.
Why? Why?
Because he's at the middle of the stage.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So if he throws him up, there's like no combo. If he down, yeah, okay, everything is like you can get out of everything. There's no
like,
throw that's like, okay, okay, I
but
got you. Yeah.
but if Shroom were at the edge and that throw were to happen, then he'd be off
And,
stage.
and then he's done.
He's at a high risk of like potentially losing life. And if you make a spacing
Okay,
error,
that makes a lot of sense.
if you make a spacing error, like you lose like momentum or something, you always have that buffer
Yeah.
of being able to dash away. So you see them coming at you, you realize you're not prepared, you can wave dash back or you can dash away, and you have that leeway. And then you have access to a corner just in case you mess up. So it's like that
Is
extra
that
life.
okay? Oh, okay.
There.
Cool.
Whereas,
So those are the main advantages of center stage.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
If you have, if you're getting cornered, that your access to getting dash, to wave dash back or to dash away, aren't there anymore because you don't have any room to dash back. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
we look at the Marth in this
Yeah,
scenario,
cornered.
and so he's cornered, and so this sheet can throw out a pretty reasonable fair, unless the Marth miraculously reacts in time. But
Right.
we're gonna assume he can, and so he throws a fair here. He's either eating it alive, or he's forced to shield.
Right.
And so, also in when you're in the corner, your attacks are less horizontally powerful.
Like if you were to forward smash the Sheik, there wouldn't be too much threat because it wouldn't go off the edge.
Yeah, but where where Sheik throws out his fair, if he gets a hit, then Marth is off stage and potentially risks dying.
Right. That makes sense. Cool.
All right.
Edge sucks. Center stage is good.
Yeah.
That's what I got. I got it.
So once again, why? So we go back here, and we talk about effective range, and basically this is like what is like the largest like range that you can control. And so a dashing falcon versus a standing falcon is two very different scenarios.
Right. Actually, I applied that. I just want to talk about it. I played some Falcons, and the main thing I tried to do was like make them shield, as you mentioned, like we just keep them like shielding and get them like to stand still.
Yeah.
And then I just found that their job became a lot tougher for them. They're bossing me around as much.
Yeah.
It's not quite like beating Bobby or anything, but it's like I'm seeing measurable progress on Falcons by the fact that I just like put my will on them a little bit, make them have to react to me. So I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And then like you can start throwing out your safe tilts, you can start throwing out fairs.
Yeah, I can throw a ton of hitboxes, and they're the ones having to like fucking navigate around me though.
Yeah. We're not quite esports, although
we're not quite esports. Yeah, but I have to try to be esports.
Yes.
Speaking of esports, TSM Leffen, dude, let's go.
Dude, that's pretty sick. I'm so happy.
That's so cool for just the scene.
As soon as oh, go ahead.
No, I was go for it. Yeah.
As soon as that picture went up of like Leffen, I was like, okay, like when's the announcement gonna come? Because he put up a stylish photo of himself that looked like too stylish for his own good.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So when you lose your momentum, your effective range and options significantly decrease, making you very reactable to anything that you throw out. And so that's like the Falcon idea. And so the whole purpose of Dash Dance is, let's see, I did not put the slide in. I'll go ahead and make a slide. So Dash Dance and why it's good, why it's useful, is that it's a low commitment check to control space.
Okay.
Force a reaction. You also get reads. And you can also bait with it. And does it make sense why this is fairly low commitment? Just like dashing around.
Well, force reaction is like a bait.
Yeah. And so the first step of dash dance.
Well, it's low commitment. I'm assuming you're not in the corner, so you have room to dash back, so you're safe.
Yeah. So we're gonna assume that you guys are competent enough that you guys aren't just getting random hits on each other. Like we've moved past that level of we just throw out moves and they somehow hit. As the play skill goes up, then the number of times you just get free hits doesn't happen, and so that's where dash dancing comes in.
Okay.
And so we're gonna play this in the perspective of Marth, trying to dash dance the Sheik. And so I call this the check. So Marth is dashing in on Sheik.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see these little dust clouds. And how you want to execute the check is you want to know what their effective hitbox is. And in this case, it's probably down tilt, which is goes right here, or forward tilt, which goes right here.
Right.
And so what you're doing is you're forcing a reaction here, because you always have the threat that you could just go in and hit him with a down tilt, or you can try to go for a grab. So in Sheik's
right. Plus, Marth's range is longer, right?
Yeah.
So if he stood right there outside of Sheik's range, he could throw out a move. So you need to attack. You need to hit him. Otherwise, he's gonna.
Yeah.
Right.
And so in this scenario, Marth can throw out a down tilt, and you're either gonna have to be forced to shield, or you're gonna have to shield.
Wait, force the shield or what?
Or you're gonna eat the hit.
Oh yeah, or jump, right? I guess.
Or you can jump fair, which is actually a hard counter to this, but for all purposes, we'll pretend we don't have that.
Okay, sure.
So when Marth closes in, this forces Sheik into a very tough decision. Do I shield it? Do I roll behind? Do I spot dodge? Do I F tilt? Do I jump? Do I dash in? Meanwhile, in Marth's position, Marth can react in theory to everything Sheik does. Marth is looking for Sheik to hang herself and then react or punish accordingly.
Okay.
So this is the classic where we will go into the game.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Let's see. So I'm going in, right? Let's see. I'll put on a CPU character.
Do you want to full screen it? We can't. I can't see it. Or is it full screen? I don't know. not looking at the stream.
Oh, you can't see it?
No, I can see it on. I can only see like
Do you see enough of it?
yeah, I see enough of it. I see it. It's good.
All right. So in this position,
Okay.
I'm going in and out. I'm doing the check. Once in a while, I can throw out a down tilt, which gives me a free poke. But as I'm doing this, and likewise when Sheikah's doing this, and you're stationary, what you want to be doing is you want to be reading what they're doing. And this will be good for you when you replicate the situation. So if I'm going in,
As Sheik.
yeah, as even either character, like if I throw out an F tilt, like then I know next time that I can go here, bait the F tilt, and grab.
Okay.
Or if you spot dodge, which is a very common thing because they're threatening, I'm threatening to grab, I can just do, and then just grab you. That's what a lot of marks do. I'm pretty sure Crimson does that a lot too. Or does he? I don't know. Maybe
yeah. I mean, he does a lot of stuff that beats me right now, so
yeah.
Sometimes I get lost in the blur.
So what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for a reaction from you with the illusion that I'm threatening. So when I go here, I'm looking for a type of reaction, and this will give me a reaction window where, okay, like I know that you're scared and you're spot dodging, so I'm just going to dash dance, give 0 commitment to anything, and just wait for you, and then I'm going to punish you. So, but what's your counterplay to this this annoying dash dance, right? That like eats you up.
Yeah, I want to know.
So, the one important thing is like not doing an action is also an action.
Deep.
So, going back to our video, I'm controlling 2 controllers, right? So this is going to be a little difficult. So I go in, right, as Marth. Marth is expecting something. Doesn't see it. Now, one question that you may ask is, well, why can't Marth just stand here and just, like, hold his ground?
Right.
Well, it goes back to losing dribble. Like, because if Marth doesn't move anymore, then potentially you're a threat to me, too. That's why, like, I got to keep my dribble and move. Once in a while I could stop. But now, like, that puts me at risk of you doing
right. Yeah, but your options increase.
Yeah, but if I'm dashing away, and you choose not to do anything. So this is a rock paper scissors counterplay. Let's say I begin running away, right, dashing away. What you can do is you can walk forward, and you just took some stage.
Okay.
Because when you dash in and you dash away trying to bait something, then I could just follow you. And now look.
Oh, and now you're...
Yeah. And so that's that's a very simplistic view. So that's your counterplay to a Marth that's checking you, not doing anything, waiting for bait, because now he has to run away.
Now they're cornered.
Now he has to walk away, and you can initiate a little bit of a chase. Where now his back is turned. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alright. Now there are some like options you can do. Like if you catch him and you read him, and they're walking away like this, then you can. Dang, I can't do anything on this controller. Okay, like you can do wave dash forward tilt and catch him as they're retreating. That's the equivalent of like when you throw out like a fireball in Street Fighter on a dash away and you catch him. Or you can, this is a little bit risky, you can dash attack them as they're running away, which catches
I do that a lot. That's like my preferred option. Why is that risky?
It's risky because because if you do it too late, they'll dash attack, and I can pivot grab if the Marth spaces it correctly. So you want to be careful with that. Um,
That happens to me a lot against Fox, actually.
yeah,
I try and dash, they dash away, they pivot around, and then they just hit me with something, and then
yeah.
I get must be a lot. So
So as they're running away, if you feel like the dash attack is too late, like it's clearly like they're at the tip end of your dash attack. If they run away, like you can't hit. So
yeah,
you just keep running in and you corner them and you pressure.
got you. Makes sense.
Yeah. So, so there's a basic decision tree, and I'm simplifying dash attack like as much because there's many nuances to it. So the decision tree, like basic decision tree, is like one character corners another character. So Marth, one option she can throw out an attack, and if Marth runs into it, you win. That's if the Marth is bad and they miss space.
Yeah.
But if Marsh dash dances away, and you whiff, he gets free punish on you.
Right.
The other option is to wait or kind of like wave dash around and move. So you can either wait, and if Marth dashes away, you can punish by taking Marth's space away from him because he's going to be running away and turning his back against you.
Okay.
The third option, which I forgot to mention here, is that if you're ever in that position and you're scared, this is a good option too, but you sacrifice
Wait,
something here.
wait. Am I a position of Marth or Sheik? Am I the one being cornered?
You're the one cornered. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm cornered. Yeah. So okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Is that as they're approaching you in that spot? So going back to the video. Sorry, this is a little more theory based than a normal match, but we'll go into some matches too.
No, I'm super interested actually.
Is that if you're threatening me here as Marth walks in,
Yeah.
you can run, you can walk away and wall him. Like if you're scared of the down tilt, you can run away. Like so,
I'm giving him space though, right? So like
Yeah.
I have to be careful. Yeah.
So there's a trade-off to everything, and it's gonna come down to what you're reading from the Marth. So there's like many dynamics to the dash dance, but if you can master the dash dance game, like you'll be really good at the game.
Okay.
This is how PPMD wins, like solely based on dash.
Yeah.
dance.
His dash dance is amazing
Yeah.
on both characters actually. It's awesome to watch.
The third option is that if Marth is here, like he could just throw out a hitbox, or he can just go in if he feels like the Sheik is
You minimize your. I can't see the you play anymore.
Okay.
There it is. Yeah.
So, the third option is like if Sheik is not willing to do anything, then Marth can just be like, "All right, like you're waiting for me to do something. Well, bam, or bam."
Yeah. Down tilt and grab are both get you. Especially because you want to shield the down tilt and then you just get grabbed.
Yeah.
It's a nice double.
And so dash dancing is so good because like you cover so many options and you're protected against so many things. So it's more like if I'm Marth right now, like if you do an F tilt, if you do a spot dodge, if you do a grab, if you jump, like I have an option to punish you, and I'm not risking much.
Right.
Like the only thing I'm potentially risking is if you choose not to do anything and I run, but I'm not taking damage. All I'm losing is stage.
Like a hard read.
Yeah, but then it becomes a struggle. So that's the basis of dash dance. We'll talk about more because and we might actually go over this like in a week because these learning how to counter poke is actually like really important, and this is actually one of Muti King's like greatest strengths is like knowing how to like deal with like little micro situations. Anyway.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's amazing at it. He actually gave me a lot of edge guarding tips this weekend on Facebook. Where I was pretty happy about that.
Really nice.
Yeah.
All right. So I have 3 matches. I'm gonna probably point out little things. We'll go at half speed.
Let's go. Kirby Kazit.
So it's gonna be interesting. I think one of my dream matches right now is actually watching KK Sheik play against PPMD's Marth. That's one match
Oh, that would be amazing. You know, it could have happened at Apex if Amsa didn't knock him down.
Yeah, that was really bad.
I thought for sure KK was going on. I was like, oh, it's a Yoshi. But this is amazing.
Okay, so in the
All right, let's
beginning,
watch it. Let's go.
in the beginning, so we'll see that this is a fairly um, neutral start. It's kind of similar to like
Position.
in StarCraft. Does somebody go like 6 hatch or 4? I don't know, whatever build they would go. Um, so they're gonna be filling each other
Six
out.
hatch doesn't make any sense, Tafo.
I don't know.
Your skill is the one you start with.
6 drone rush. I don't know. All right,
That's
bad
not
match.
neutral. That's the cheesiest thing ever. I get what you're saying, though. Yes, like both go fast expansion. They both have a nice, safe, stable economy.
Okay, so the first concept we talked about is the idea of keeping your dribble. So just for the next 10 seconds, or like 20 seconds because it's like half speed, just like watch how like KK moves without stopping, and if he does stop, like he's safe. Like he's not getting threatened to like get hit.
Okay.
Okay, well not the best example, but okay, this was probably not the video, but like okay, not the best.
Yeah, hit. Yeah, hit real quick.
He did, but do you see like how he's staying mobile as much as he can?
Yes, I do notice that. I noticed that of all top players, almost except for maybe Mewtwo King, who will like chill on the ledge. But even then, he's like doing something. I just noticed top players do not like to stand still.
So that first opening, once again, this goes back to the shielding analogy, right?
Okay.
Like, so this is where KK's momentum kind of comes in. Like, do you see how he's like dashing forward? Mark just lands.
Yes.
So he's either gonna eat a hit or be forced to shield.
So he does shield.
And then he punishes the roll, but he doesn't follow up.
Oh, it's amazing.
KK is so good at like punishing things, like comboing everything.
Okay.
But that
It's kind
corner.
of right? Yes, that's amazing. Is that a kill? No.
No, it's not.
Oh, but he keeps it going. That's so good. Oh. Those needles are so smart. Just wait till it gets horizontal. Oh, it's so good. Okay.
So that was a really nice escape. But do you see, like, once again, like, he's always staying mobile and not getting trapped.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's the thing, like, that's like, so he made a mistake there. Like, that's the counter to dash attack, is that it's kind of tempting for Sheik, because if
Yeah.
Sheik is too close, then, like, you could just hit her out of dash attack. But if she's, like, if the other character is too far away from the dash attack, then it just miss. And it's, like, really high lag.
Right.
So those are like the counters, and so that's why you want to be careful with it. So like that,
Ooh,
for example.
two bad dash attacks. Well, I mean, I guess Moon played well, so it's like Moon's
Yeah.
success.
Well, the reason why he did that was because he was dashing away.
Yeah.
He did the dash. The Moon was dashing away to get to like run away from potential Sheik things,
Yeah.
and KK thought he could hit.
Right. And it was super close too. So
Yeah.
yeah. Ooh. Okay.
The Moon messed up there, but do you see like still
Yeah.
off of that forces the shield. He mismanaged the thing, but he's still in a bad spot. KK's in a bad spot because he lost his dribble,
Right.
and he still gets punished.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because even though he got center, he lost his dribble. So
Yeah. So the ideal scenario is that you get center while keeping your dribble.
right, which is what PP seems amazing at.
Yeah.
PP seems so good at that.
Dude, PP is so amazing.
I'm glad he's streaming now. He wasn't doing it before.
Yeah.
He was the one we couldn't get.
So platforms add a huge dynamic, and that's like something like that you could write essays on.
Right.
So this is a familiar scenario. I'm gonna show it because what he's doing is the dash in, dash out, bait and F tilt, right? He baited a successful F tilt. You see it?
He's baiting a waveland F tilt, is what he's trying to do, is what you're saying.
Oh, whoops! I'm drawing on the wrong side. No wonder why you can't see it.
Yeah, I can't see anything you're drawing. Yes.
Okay.
So the moon is baiting a waveland F tilt.
Yeah, or like some sort of hitbox.
Sure.
Unfortunately, like based on the animation, he's a little late. But thanks to platforms, he gets KK can get out. But that's a whole dynamic. But do you see how he immediately moves out?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was a terrible roll. I don't know why he did that.
Nobody's perfect.
Still stuck.
Yeah, I see. Moon's doing a really good job.
That was a terrible punish by the moon. But once again, he gets him cornered.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna.
It's funny. This happens to me a lot. When you get stuck on the ledge, and then the Martha just keeps like wave dashing back or dashing back, and then punishing whatever I throw out to like get to safety. So it's interesting this happening to KK too. I need to find like something else. Oh my god! Wow, what a sick. Oh, never mind. Only 47. You got one more thing.
So this is like kind of Sheik's variation. Like, am I echoing? Okay.
Oh, let me turn this down. Maybe you are.
Okay. So with like Sheik's tools, like Marth runs with like down tilt, like and grabs. Like as Sheik's, like if Martha's holding shield and doesn't really have momentum to like run away, like we begin our threads with just good spacing, with grabs, and with like really good fairs.
Okay.
Fairs like these that run like that. Because
fair is more safe than I thought it.
Fair's amazing.
Yeah, like I was watching SFAT and Shroom last night, and Shroom would do so many fairs that I thought were like bad, but it always got them in a good spot, or like, but I don't know, it was they were just really really good fairs, and I didn't know how good it was, in the neutral.
All right. So, any questions like so far?
Oh, what were you talking about? Oh yeah, I want to know. You said you had a breakthrough against Mike Hayes. What was that breakthrough? What did you like notice about your gameplay that changed?
It goes back to the 3 points of turning.
Sure.
So just examining this, right, with like pretend it's like Fox. It just like helped me figure out like when like Fox is going in and threatening, like. Mm-hmm. Like when I can go in and close the space, because one of the most aggravating things is just watching like a Fox like laser camp you and in nair, like if you get close.
I hate that. Yeah.
And so just like understanding like, okay, like the idea that I don't have to attack when they look like they're threatening me. Like I can either respace or just choose to wait a little bit and see what Mike does in his dash dance, and if he like doesn't commit to anything and runs away. And like being able to take that space away from him, and then threaten him with fair.
Okay.
So turning a dash dance situation where it's bad for me to a dash dance situation where now it's like okay for him, but not as good as it was like 2 seconds before.
Right, taking those small advantages. Yeah. Okay, that's super cool. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, the most important thing. I mean, dash dancing is like a concept in every game, even League of Legends. Like.
Yeah. In the lane, you're always moving. I know the same thing. It's like. Just trying to get an advantage with your skill shots around the minions. Yeah, totally. I get it.
It's like a posture. You're threatening, saying like, if you come into this range, like I'm gonna poke you. Like
that's actually, again, League of Legends makes it a lot clearer for me. So I can get the idea concept a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because in League of Legends, you are always moving in the lane. If you ever stand still, you're actually in a huge weak position. Just where their skill shots can go, the way they can like set up for angles, the way they can set up for ganks. You just don't want to be standing still. You want to be moving. Yeah. You're less predictable. It's good in a lot of levels, so that makes a lot of sense for Melee.
Yeah.
thinking of it through that lens.
Because like even in like League, like you poke and you threaten them, they push back. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna take this creep.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking for that advantage if they make a mistake, but you're not in any way negatively impacted if they don't make that mistake. You're just like keeping your options open.
Yeah. And that's the idea of like low risk, high reward, or low risk and medium reward play. Like revolves around that. And
Right.
that's gonna be
Which should be like the foundation for a good game plan. Is like have a lot of those type of plays, because then like it's gonna negative in the aggregate help you out. You're gonna win more than you lose.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this game. This game's so good. This whole set's so good. Wait, no, this is Apex. Never mind. I hate this set. I hate this set.
So
I thought
there.
this was MLG.
Oh, the MLG set was actually really good too.
Oh my god, what an amazing set.
I'm gonna show like a PPMD like playing like a bad player and like just show you like how much control he has. Because when you have like two like good players, and I think it's hard to spotlight why.
I actually agree. I think one of the best ways to learn is to watch a player you like enjoy, watch them beat up on a bad player, and then you can see like the differences. You can see like why this stuff works and why it's chosen.
All right, so this is a match where you see fares that are just terrible, and where it can go wrong.
Yeah.
All right, so now we got Kevin versus
Transform.
Okay, well that's just a terrible mistake. I mean, I'm the 0 here, and that's bad. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So this dash dance is like, unless he throws a needle here.
Yeah.
Like down here.
Yeah.
Like, this is like he's like done. Like, cause PP will get down here before Sheik gets down. Anyway.
Yeah.
More punish. So this is just like off of just like one bad fare. 90%.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, that was sick. He short hop backyard from like center stage and grabbed the lid.
So that's where fare's bad.
Rewind it. I didn't see it. Ugh. I mean, that was like a really bad fair. I don't think. Did he even fast fall?
No, he didn't. But you have to be careful, because if you whiff, like, you can still like get punished hard if they just wait you out.
Right. I like the yeah.
Keep talking.
The auto cancel fairs. I like those a lot.
Yeah. When Shroom does
Just
it
feel
on
like
Zac.
you can't get punished as hard when you fuck up.
So 1 sec. So this is like a big no-no in like the dash dance game. It's like committing way too early. So this is something that you'll probably do a lot in the campaigns. Is this dash attack?
Like this tilt he's doing right here, or what?
This dash attack.
Oh yeah. It's basically it's like a hope. It's like a hard read, hoping they'll run in your way, and it's like not fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just asking myself why on like a lot of moves that I'm doing is a huge help by itself. Like, just what was the point of this move? Like, what did I hope to get? So yeah, this is looking like a real truncheon.
Yeah.
I believe in KV, and he can bring it back. Here, oh, there we go.
Kevin's trying to shield drop, but he couldn't. What a scrub.
Scrub. I can do a shield drop every time, but it takes me 4 seconds to line up the notch and then put it down, so it's not really not useful yet.
I'm about to head to Smart Farm. You need anything?
Yeah, do you need anything, Tafo?
I don't. Alright. So,
Okay, alright, this is cool. High level. Oh, this is the same thing. Never mind, I thought you were going to watch the meeting again. Alright, let's do this. F tilt on F tilt. Wow, did he crouch cancel that or
yeah.
shield grab it?
So that's like one thing that's like very important. Anything like below like 40, if they're like solid, oof.
Oh my god.
If they're solid, like even if you jab, like they will grab you.
Yeah. I've heard like jabbing in general is now just unsafe. People just shouldn't jab. Like, especially against like a Fox or Falco. If I just jab them, they can crouch cancel with like 1,000,000%,
Yeah. If
and then punish me.
it's like what I. So this is like a classic bait, and this is just like understanding the ranges. So this will go into like another point, like
Right.
whiff, dash dance away.
Oh,
That's like the classic, like what Martha wants from you.
right. And then once he has Sheik above him, it's all over.
Um,
For someone as good as
what were we
PP.
just talking about? I'm sorry.
Jabs. Why they
Um,
suck.
Jabs have a certain use. I'll briefly go over it. Like if a fox is like dashing in, and like I'm not, if they're like running in at me. Oh, let's go back to that again. So we're gonna
Sure.
see him do another dash dance just outside of his range, and then watch this
Sure.
dash dance.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's like
It's cool
the
because he knows that the Sheik is free and then just waits for the whiff to move.
yeah.
The second like his punish is over, that's so smart. He doesn't get greedy.
Yeah. So that's like when you like don't go for another hit, but you have like a like 80-20 type of situation.
Like you're in a great spot and you don't throw it away. That's a huge thing in StarCraft too, where like you get the advantage economically, and it's like as long as you don't throw it away by doing a stupid attack, you can maintain that lead and grind them out to a victory really easily. But if you
Yeah.
like try to overcommit to what your small advantage has gotten you, you can easily throw your advantage. So that's like a pretty big concept in that game.
So do
It's
you
like
see
when you
how
have the lead, maintain the lead. Yeah.
so do you see how he's like just like messing around with his ranges? Watch that like whole
Yeah.
like 5 second sequence after he like just to watch how he's just trying to see like what the Sheik can do. And just like just staying outside that
So
range.
lag.
And then he punishes. He's like yum 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 yum.
There you go.
Did you guys see that again?
Yeah, no, I saw it.
Okay.
I saw it, I just couldn't hear you.
Okay. And that's like the basis of dash dancing. It's just like threatening with space and movement to make them do something, and then reacting to
Right.
whatever's bad. So the good like he knew that the effective range here was the dash attack, and look how he like just is already prepped for it.
That was amazing.
And that's the basis of a good
He's
dash
so good.
dance.
PP is so good. What do I want to say? I had a question. Oh, crap. I just had it, but then I said PP is so good and I lost it. Here, I'll think about it. And,
So she could have punished a few things there, but you see the basic idea of what PP's goal is, right? It's dash in, dash out, and just bait Sheik's ranges.
Yep.
That was really smart of Sheik not to throw out a thing and just roll.
I think he's been conditioned by getting beat up so many times. He's just trying to get away instead of put a move. But, oh.
Alrighty. I think we had enough of that. Poor KVN, I'm sorry.
Yeah, poor
but-
KVN. I'm sorry, man. I know what it feels like. I got trunched by Shroomed on stream.
You did. Alright, so, like, the tough thing about, like, looking at Mewtwo King is he breaks so many rules of, like, fundamental
what I've
good play. Like,
I love it.
like, his, like, half-screen game, which, this is, when people say that Mewtwo King is bad at, like, the neutral, it's, like, meaning, like, anything, like, or, like, starting from, like, this amount of spacing to, like, here,
Yeah.
like, Mewtwo King struggles with breaking down that space. But anything like around this circle, like Mewtwo King is amazing. Probably one of the best
Right.
decision makers, and that's how he can make playing in the corner, giving up space work. Cause like he's just so good at that.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I wondered why that style was good for him.
Like this time,
Like
thinking, I'll think to go Sheik.
We talk about how PP's done
like King is willing to lose his dribble. Like,
Ooh.
and like, even then, like, he makes the most out of like winning these like small situations. But look at how like willing, like King is going to the corner.
Right, yeah, he's super comfortable just backing up. And it's funny because, like, PP is really respecting it too, though.
Like, even then, like, the reason why this F tilt works is because King has impeccable timing. I'll point it out to you.
Sure.
Like, he thinks he's gonna get a grab, but like King does these like little things to get out of those tough situations too,
Right.
like that down tilt.
Which
And
is
that,
super smart.
and he won that situation. That's like why like King is so good.
Oh, that was a great dash.
All right. So this is where your dash dancing would come into play. This is a classic example.
Yeah.
So PPMD's like effective range is here, but keep in mind
Yeah.
he's recovering, so it's like a really bad position for him.
Sure.
So King is kind of trying to bait like a spot dodge or something, and he goes like,
Yeah.
"Yo, like he's really scared. I'm just gonna go in for the kill."
Right, okay. Yeah, a shield or like a spot dodge or a get up attack in some situations, right? Like, yeah, makes sense.
And it's just like playing like a falcon at that point. So what I'm trying to get at is like making these like concepts as like universal as possible. Like
Right.
if the person's in shield, the person's in shield. This is like a game state you see like hundreds of times.
Oh, nice.
That's why dash and jabs aren't that good. Jab once again gets punished.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I feel like PP punishes jabs harder than anyone. I just think jab sucks when you watch high level play, but obviously, I can get away with it. I just rather not to.
See, like King, like just like gets bailed out by like a really smart down smash because he knows PP is fishing, and he gets out again, and he gets his own combo. That's like why King's like really good. But that dash attack ended his momentum.
Right.
So like going here, he thought he could get below, but that's why we're dash attacking will. Do you see how he's
Yeah.
fishing?
Yeah.
Punishes the roll. Once again, he's punished.
Oh, okay.
And that's because he threatened by running forward.
Ooh. God, Sheik's recovery sucks in that situation.
Yeah.
In those situations.
But
When you're being aggressive, it feels so amazing, and then every other time it feels like it sucks.
but do you see how like PP's just kind of fishing at certain ranges?
Yeah.
Okay, he's dash dancing that far away. Do you see how he's like not dash dancing here, but like dash dancing here?
Right.
Because he knows the effective range of dash attack, and that's why he's doing that.
Which is like that and like boost grab are like Sheik's only options right now.
Yeah,
So,
but
like, yeah.
but if you're just outside that range, then Sheik is useless.
Right. I see what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully that dissects a little more insight into this matchup.
Yeah. No, it's super interesting.
But King's amazing. He got out of another potential fishing thing. Like, he should have been punished here, but like King turned around and like jabbed, and that was like the fastest hitbox he could have thrown out. So,
That's sick.
so when you're
So
like,
if you can't get neutral with that kind of stuff, if you're pretty fucking solid.
so one of the like the little hidden tricks, like, so you know Hybrid, right? He's like known
Yeah.
as like the dash
I played
dancer.
him. Yeah, he's amazing.
Do you get dash dance grabbed like 30 million times?
Yeah, on FD we played on FD.
Oh my gosh. So like against like them, like, cause like the little spacing trick I have is I throw out like hitboxes that turn me like shift me like horizontal a little bit to throw off the dash dance ranges. Like, so I'll buffer roll instead of spot dodging. I'll never shield and I'll just throw out down smashes to throw them off.
Okay.
So there's little bailout things. All right. But
So
that's
you
like,
like do a down smash and then in the middle of down smash you buffer a roll.
I'll either buffer roll or throw out a down smash just to throw out their horizontal spacing. Because if I'm
I got you.
God, I hate when Mewtwo King does this.
That's I think I hate it when he does it versus Marth because like the Marth has to just stand there and it just stops the match. That's what I hate. I think it's pretty funny against Falcos.
Yeah. Alrighty. So like that's like the basis of this game, and so like one of the most important things, and this is like what will win you like the matches against Marth, is just understanding like how like you space your footsies, and like this is like gonna be like one of your like homework assignments. Like in Street Fighter, like it's ingrained in a Street Fighter player. Like when like Makoto throws out this move, my like medium punch counters it.
Okay, yeah.
Like they know like okay, if they press this button at this range, like I throw out this button and
I press this button. Sure, yeah.
And so these are like the basic tools of spacing, at least at like the really close range, for Marth and Sheik like to use because they're quick and they're like good meaty hitboxes. Like, is there anything that you noticed is like missing? Like, I just did these lists really quickly.
I mean, no, I don't notice anything missing. I notice anything missing from my play is that I rarely use jab, and I don't grab nearly enough. In footsies, like in spacing around. I'll grab when I like am confident they're gonna shield, but I don't mix it in. Like I don't use it as a punish. I don't know. I think I need to grab more, definitely for sure. But yeah.
So like
Tilts I use a lot, and then fair I'm getting into using more.
So one of like your important assignments is like just against like basic Marth things, like just create a list of like what Marth can do.
Yeah.
And like what does your like out of your little arsenal, like what counters what? Alright, let's see if I can like control like multiple things at once. So like I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
I believe in you, Tafo.
Oh gosh.
I'm confident.
Alright, I'm controlling Marth with my toes. Alright. So like if Marth down tilts, right, gosh, why did I jump? Alright. Oops. Like, well, you get the idea, like fair counters like down tilt.
Right. Yeah, it just makes sense theoretically, let alone in the I just picture it.
Yeah.
Fair counters down tilt. I see the hitbox.
Like
you're high, that move is low, your damage is it makes sense.
Like even if like Marth fairs, I wish I had two controllers. Your hitbox can actually counter Marth's fair if you space it with the way they interact. But there's a good useful resource called like on Smashboards like that like lets you look at hitboxes, and that's like one of the most important things that you can do for yourself.
I turn on hitboxes when I practice in 20xx, so I think I can see the red bubble in my mind of where that fair is hitting and where the details are.
And then understand like just like the proper punishes to everything, like, or even just like recognizing the situation, because like if he down tilts here, right?
Yeah.
Then before he even does it, like I can like, whoops, it's really hard to control it. I like.
You immediately run off the ledge. I see. Good strategy.
But like, you can do like little things to just outmaneuver and outspace it, but just like pay attention to like where the ranges are, and I think that's like one of the most important things you could do for yourself. So yeah, that was kind of a bleh. Do you have any questions? We're like at the hour. I'm gonna go over the punishes off the throws on floaties next week.
Okay. Yeah. Let me think if I have any questions. I think this is a pretty good, solid fundamental lesson and like stuff I needed to learn and just think about more. I don't know if I have any questions on it.
Okay.
Do you want to run through the slides real quick and just let me see if there's anything I had any?
All right, let's run through the slides. Wow.
Yeah, just anything that.
Whoops.
We'll talk about the grab game next week. Yeah.
We talked about the three positions of. We didn't quite go through like all of them because like dash dancing is like one of the most like heavy.
Right, it's like a gigantic. It's the neutral basically. So.
but I'm hoping that like out of like these like 3 key positions, like it'll help you like break it down help you break down dash dancing like loosely to a certain extent.
Right.
We talked about the tug of war aspect of the 3 variables you're looking for in a dash dance. So ultimately, you want some sort of percentage punish to rack up percent.
Which is like the green ultimate goal, like the green light. But like you'd also be happy taking stage control and getting more momentum than it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We talked about why center stage is better. We talked about like getting cornered.
Sucks.
We talked about keeping your momentum.
They still basketball shot. Yep.
Yeah. Effective ranges. This was reviewed from last week.
Still useful.
Some sample matches.
Sure.
The
Do you want to link me those? Because I actually, well, just after this, you can link me them.
Okay. The momentum, when you lose it, like, it just goes downhill. Like, you may not get hit immediately, but you're eventually going to have to roll or something, and
right. Your options just get worse and worse.
Yeah. The importance of dash dancing, it's a low commitment check to try to control space, force reaction, get reads, or bait.
Yep.
We talked about the check from Mark's perspective, what they're looking for as they go in, go out, some situations with it.
The ideal is to put your dash dance at the edge of their range, right? Like the edge of your dash dance hits the edge of their range.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Because you create
the threat.
Yeah.
Especially if they're not like adept with the ranges in their mind. Like if you're better at reading ranges, then they're gonna make mistakes.
Yes.
Makes sense.
We talked about different decision trees, although it's not everything. We also talked about the idea of a dash away, where to counter this, like if you don't throw an attack and they're willing to dash away, then you could walk up and follow them. And
right. You can either like dash attack them if they're like close enough, or you can just take space. Yeah, yeah.
Or you can boost grab.
I love boost grabbing. I've been practicing it so much. The hard thing about boost grabbing for me is that like apparently there's like 3 different frames you can boost grab on, and if you do it in the 3rd frame, it's amazing. 2nd frame, it's okay, and 1st frame, it's like ugh. So it's like I have to be frame perfect in that 3rd frame to get like the nice juicy boost grab. So I'm working on it, but
How many viewers are we at anyway?
not sure. It seems like more of a YouTube that people seem to interact this more on YouTube probably, but or the VODs.
And then this is like something for next week. This is actually like a really hard concept to like go over. It's just like understanding like how your moves interact with other
These tiny
moves.
little micro situations. Yeah, this is like a huge experience thing, but I totally agree it's important.
I think what a PPMD does, he calls this shadow boxing, and I think he puts the computer like at like level 7, and he like dashes in at different ranges, and they'll throw out an attack like impulsively because they're CPUs, and just like, understanding like okay, like what counters what.
Right. Okay, that's super smart. Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode.
Sick.
Any closing thoughts?
Thank you again so much, Tafo, for this series. I feel like I'm learning a huge amount. I'm sorry I didn't have any game footage this week. We had some laptop issues at Twitch. But I'll be sending some pretty good stuff against Blur that I've got for next week. And I should have it set up to where I can actually play and you can watch some games like live and see what we do with that. So, pretty excited. Thanks everybody for watching.
All right. Thank you very much, Atrioc, for being my test dummy on tutoring.
Yes.
And